Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Thomas Rant video. It's Saturday morning, just a regular Saturday morning. I just finished watching SmackDown. Let's talk about it. Because right now, I'm very happy with how WWE's going, and it's exactly how The Rock said in his promo. Professional wrestling is cool again. It just is. I mean, let's talk about the bloodline first. Yeah, let's talk about the bloodline. First of all, WWE upped their game because they uploaded the full 30-minute promo, the full 30-minute segment, right? Roman Reigns comes out with the bloodline, right? And obviously Roman Reigns isn't as big anymore. We don't get as much of the pop anymore. We don't have the feel anymore, right? But he comes out with the bloodline, and he makes it known he's still that guy. He goes, I think they were in Arizona, Glendale, Arizona. They went, Arizona, acknowledge me. He got a reaction. He says, nah, not loud enough, do it again. And he makes it known. He says, nah, it used to be louder. You just don't acknowledge me enough. You need to acknowledge me, right? And then he goes, right, fine, we're leaving. Paul Heyman does the thing going, oh, we're going to bring The Rock out. The Rock comes out, The Rock cuts promo. Rock's going for ages, because you know how Rock does. He takes his time with everything. It's quite annoying sometimes, but he's cutting the promo. He has a new thing where he's making the fans' life worthwhile, and this one for last time in Salt Lake City, he said the biggest gathering of trailer park trash. This time in Glendale, Arizona, he called them all cocaine addicts and crackheads. It was quite funny, to be honest with you. And he was responding to Cody Rhodes calling out The Rock at Elimination Chamber, right? And he says Cody Rhodes wants to think he's a big shot, wants to call out The Rock one-on-one. It's not happening. Seth Rollins, he called him a clown emoji. The little clown emoji buddy who wants to be beside him. He says he has the challenge. Night 1 of WrestleMania, we're going to have the biggest tag team match ever. We're going to have Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion versus Seth Rollins. Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins versus The Rock and Roman Reigns. On night 1 of WrestleMania, the stipulation is if Rock and Roman win, Cody Rhodes' match with Roman Reigns will be Bloodline rules, which means, he described it as The Rock might be doing commentary, Jimmy might be the referee, Paul Heyman might get a weapon, Solo Sikoa might sing the national anthem like it's a boxing walkout. And obviously, so it'll be Bloodline rules, and it'll just be a lot harder for Cody Rhodes than it already will be if it's an average match, right? But then he says if Cody and Seth win, they will be Bloodline free in Cody's match. Rock, Jimmy, Solo, Paul will not only be banned from ringside, but will be banned from WrestleMania Night 2, which is very interesting, because that gives us a high chance of Cody retaining. So what we now know is it's not going to be a normal match. We know if it's a normal match, it's only Cody and Roman. And we know if it's not a normal match, we get the whole bloodline. We get a whole, probably, I'm hoping, a big standoff between all the WWE and all of the bloodline. But this could really go anyway, right? Rock and Seth could beat... Cody and Seth could beat Rock and Roman. Would be happy with that. That would be realistic. Would get a Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns match with no interference. There could be some slight interference still, and Cody might lose again, or Cody would win. Or Rock and Roman could win. Could be bloodline rules, and Roman could win again. Or with the bloodline rules, we could have the WWE roster defending Cody Rhodes and coming out and fighting the bloodline. Either way, it doesn't matter which way the tag team match goes. It doesn't guarantee the result at WrestleMania. It just guarantees the different type of match we'll be seeing, which is great. It's great that the winners of the tag team match doesn't matter, because the WrestleMania match is still 50-50, and that's what's so cool about it. But the promo was so cool because Rock was doing his thing with the bloodline, and then Roman Reigns, right as the Rock's about to sign off and do his "if you smell," Roman cuts him off and says, nah. Talking all this family business, right? Saying would do anything for family. So would I. But I need one thing. Just this one time I need one thing. And he goes, Rock, acknowledge me. And then the Rock has a big pause. And everyone thinks Roman's just challenged the Rock there. And then Rock takes his glasses off. And people think we're getting a standoff between the Rock and Roman. Like, oh, so you actually want to be above me. And then the Rock puts the mic up to his face and goes, Roman Reigns, my family. I acknowledge you as my tribal chief, and everyone's losing their shit like, oh, come on, right? Bloodline stronger than ever, right? And as The Rock finally goes to do his, if you smell, he stops there and he hands the mic to Roman Reigns to let Roman Reigns finish the catchphrase. What the bloodline is cooking. I mean, it's just cool how the bloodline's forming. They lost Jay and the bloodline seemed weak. The bloodline didn't seem itself. And then they got The Rock and it's even stronger. It's even stronger than it's ever been. I mean, just saying at the end, Roman, Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, Paul Heyman and The Rock throwing up the ones. It's something else, really. It is something else. But moving on from the bloodline, even more important, my favourite female WWE wrestler, the woman who rightfully won the Royal Rumble this year, the one who's challenging Io Sky in the big feud with Damage Control at WrestleMania, Bayley, after she won the Rumble, Damage Control turned on her and she decided to face her Damage Control former buddies. Such a cool storyline, right? Tonight she was having a tag team match with Dakota Kai, who seemed to be on Bayley's side after Damage Control turned on her. And then during a tag team match, Dakota Kai showed her true colours and turned on Bayley. And she's with Damage Control still now. As much as I hate this for Bayley, because Bayley is my favourite, right? It's just, you know, the storyline gets added to there, and it's great. Just seeing, like, all the odds are stacked against Bayley now. It's the Kabuki Warriors, Kairi Sane and Asuka, the champ Io Sky, and now also Dakota Kai against Bayley. It shows the hero arc that we're going to get from Bayley, and I'm hoping at WrestleMania they give Bayley the win, because Bayley deserves the win, right? Remember the Bayley that was on top all of lockdown, all of 2020? Give us that Bayley back, but this time a face. Come on, man. We need it. Everyone knows we need it, right? So I can't wait for that story to unfold, right? But then, also, the Karrion Kross, Authors of Pain versus Bobby Lashley Street Profits feud is building. Then another feud that is building, the LWO feud. Right, LWO, Santos Escobar turned on the LWO. Assault and Rey Mysterio made him injured, and he has new tag team partners, Angel Garza, Humberto Carrillo. Right, I don't care if they just call them Angel and Humberto now. I do not care. Right. And then today there was meant to be a one-on-one match, Carlito, Santos Escobar. I think it was a no rules match, a street fight. Sorry, just cleaning the lens there. I think it was a street fight, and then obviously like Angel and Humberto got involved. LWO, Cruz del Toro, and Walking Wild got involved. And then during the match, while everyone's like down, out comes the return of a no longer injured Rey Mysterio, bringing back like the pop Rey Mysterio got. That meant every time LWO hit a move, right? Every time Rey Mysterio came in there, hit someone with the crutches, or hit Santos Escobar with a 619, when Carlito spat the apple in Santos Escobar's face and he hit the backstabber, put him through a table. When LWO went flying over the ropes, the crowd was the loudest I heard them that night. The crowd were louder for LWO than they were for The Rock and Roman. I just think it was so sick to hear how loud the crowd was for the LWO, and it's building that feud, because now we actually have Santos Escobar, Angel and Humberto probably set up for a 6-man tag with LWO, whether it's Rey Mysterio and Carlito and then another member of the LWO. We don't know, but we've got everyone in it now, and we can definitely expect at WrestleMania either an LWO versus Legado del Fantasma, or we can expect a Rey Mysterio versus Santos Escobar. But either way, exciting feuds are getting built, including one more feud, which the show kicked off with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller mocking Randy Orton getting knocked out by Logan Paul in the Elimination Chamber, and Logan Paul ruining everyone's night and making Randy lose the chamber. It ended up being a Randy Orton Austin Theory match in the main event, I believe, and Grayson Waller was at ringside obviously for Austin Theory. Kevin Owens was on commentary, because Kevin Owens was always on commentary with these two, and obviously Orton won the match, but it ended with Austin Theory and Grayson Waller fighting Kevin Owens. We had Kevin Owens hit Austin Theory with a stunner, Austin Theory selling the shit out of the stunner, and then Kevin Owens going to hit a stunner on Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller pushes him out the way. Randy Orton's there with an RKO. Right, both out. We've got a team up of Kevin Owens and Randy Orton, two of my favourites right now. Kevin Owens been my favourite for a long time. John Cena was my all-time favourite. He was the reason I got into WWE. But then Kevin Owens was my current roster favourite. I don't know why. I fell in love with his style. I fell in love with his aggressiveness, the way he wrestles, everything. But Randy Orton, since he's returned, I've acknowledged Randy Orton as the GOAT. I've started going, nah, everyone wake up. Randy Orton is the GOAT, and people need to start respecting that. But yeah, so it was cool seeing them team up. Something in the future maybe. I mean, Randy's not going to WrestleMania to face Seth Rollins, so maybe if Kevin Owens gets his rematch with Logan Paul, maybe we can add Randy to it, have a triple threat match. Logan Paul, Kevin Owens, Randy Orton, and I don't care who wins that, Kevin or Randy, either man can win, because Randy Orton needs another title reign because he's just a legend. Also, he's had one United States title reign and it was very short, so I'd prefer a longer title reign for Randy Orton. But also because all of Randy Orton's title reigns are quite short, even his WWE World Heavyweight Championship ones. But when was the last time Kevin Owens had a singles title? Exactly, get Kevin Owens the United States title. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. This was just me sharing some cool thoughts on WWE because it's so sick right now. SmackDown, like, Raw is good, but SmackDown it's on top. It's on top. Like SmackDown, it's so much shorter, but it just brings the good stuff. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Yeah, non-stop, on job, say less. It's tweeting and talking, better mind that you're walking, say less. Sometimes give me the mic, but sometimes I gotta say less. It's too much talk on the road, so I just say less. Yeah, non-stop.